Arenado.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz.
I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from?
I was in football just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
When property owners in Bismarck and Minot seek transformation, ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on, Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealership.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Ziska, look at that hole open up. Oh, Ziska's going to cut free. He's over the 30. That's the puck. Here comes free. He fires. He scores. Same play.
A picturesque sunset tonight at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. The sun goes down as it sets over the Trestle Valley in the beautiful Magic City of Minot, North Dakota. So much that represents. The beauty that is life, the beauty that is high school football on a Friday night, and a beauty that daylight is coming to an end. And right now, inside of the WDA for 3A football, it is relevant and relatable for every team inside of the WDA except for Minot High School. Why is that? Well, the Magi are West Region champions. Their playoff fate is already locked in. They're on the home field all the way until the Fargo Dome if they get that far. On the other side, teams like Century, Legacy, Mandan, and Bismarck High have a lot hanging in the balance of tonight's 3A football schedule. Good evening, football fans, and welcome into our pregame show brought to you by the Valvoline Instant Oil Change with locations in Minot and Bismarck. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change bringing you tonight's pregame show for what should be a doozy between number 1 Minot High at 6-2 and 5-3 Century, who's receiving votes in the most recent media poll. I'm Nick Hulberg, joined tonight by former Minot High standout on the gridiron, Mr. Bryce Gutknecht. Bryce, you talk about a night like tonight. We open it up with a beautiful sunset, and there's so much beauty in 3A football really this year, isn't there? The parity and the situation that we have at hand here tonight where there's a million different scenarios that break down who's going to even get into the playoffs, let alone where they're going to be seated in that playoff structure. It really is a beautiful thing, isn't it, for 3A football in Western North Dakota?
Bottom line, we've been spoiled with the level of play, the competition out here in the region here, the West region here for 3A football. It's been spectacular all year. And look at this. We're down to the final Friday. Lots to play for. Got to feel pretty comfortable if you're Minot High. You're locked into that 1 seed. You get the home field. Some clarity for the Magicians. There's going to be some chaos tonight, I think, Nick, is a good word to use, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
We're going to break that down in just a moment here on the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Our co-partner down in Bismarck, Chuck Claremont, did a fantastic job of taking the time and actually working his way through all the playoff scenarios. Let's take a peek at that right now. Why don't we just hop right into that, Bryce? I think that's a good thing. We can visit it again later here in the pregame show tonight, but really how wild this scenario in the run to the postseason is. You look at Minot High, they're the only team that has any breathing room. That's because they are the WDA champion. Means they get the number 1 seed. They play West Fargo next week in the opening round of the playoffs. Now, here's the calculations. If Legacy beats Williston tonight, Williston's a team that hasn't won yet on the year. However, keep in mind the Coyotes beat Legacy last year. It's a Williston team that isn't going to lay down and die, especially on the last game of the year. That's not an easy one for Legacy tonight. But if Legacy beats Williston, then you see what Bismarck High can do. You see what Mandan can do. You see what Legacy can do. And the one we focus in on tonight, Century, what they can do. If Century and BHS both win here tonight, well, that's going to be an interesting situation because here's how it shakes out. Century wins and BHS wins by 10 or more. Century gets the number 4 seed. CHS wins and BHS wins by 10 or less, they get the number 3 seed. So not only is it do you have to win and get in if you're Century, if Century loses and BHS loses, well, then Century still gets in. If CHS loses and BHS wins, then they're both out of the playoff picture. And if CHS wins and BHS loses, they're the number 3 seed. There's a quiz at the end of this, and I don't expect you to ace that by any means. The bottom line, the situation, the storyline for Century tonight, they need to win this football game if they want to have their hopes of being in the postseason relevant here in 2024.
Yeah, to have the opportunity to come here and cement your place in the playoffs. I know we're going to have a lot of people probably in the crowd checking their phones. It'd be a good night to have maybe TV side by side, get a double PSP network broadcast going of Bismarck, Mandan, Century, Minot. Yeah, we're going to provide the coverage, so we're ready to go for you, and we'll keep you updated as best we can.
Yeah, we'll do it throughout the night. This is what we're looking to get to. That is the 3A playoff schedule and the bracket coming up for next week. I haven't seen anything like this. I can't remember a time where on the last week of the year between the East and the West that there's only 2 teams that have solidified number 1 spots. Well, yeah, that's something that happens. I've remembered that happening before, but I've never seen a time where the rest of this bracket isn't anywhere near filled out because the East still has to battle it out. The West still has to battle it out. There's teams that aren't going to get into the postseason. This is all we know for right now here on Friday night, the 25th of October. At 6:39 p.m. by tonight at, let's call it 11 p.m., we're going to know exactly who's playing who and who is going where. Taking a look at the standings inside of our great state of North Dakota. How do they shake out? Well, this is where they stand right now. Minot wins it. Mandan, number 2. Century, Bismarck tied for 3rd. Legacy, number 5. Williston, number 6. Out east, Cheyenne and Davies, 1 and 2. Shanley's number 3. West Fargo's number 4. Those teams are in. They know that they're going to be in the postseason. It's Fargo North, the team that's the odd man out here in 2024. However, the seeding between Davies and Shanley is what's up for grabs. On the west side of the state, of course, you've got Mandan, Century, Bismarck, and Legacy all trying to get in number 1 and number 2, finding out where those playoff seeds will lie. Those standings are brought to you by our friends at Shields. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. They've got every sporting good underneath the sun. You can't beat it. Shields of Minot and Bismarck bring you the look at the standings. Media poll in the state. How does the media think these teams rank up? Well, Minot High went up a spot from number 2 to number 1 this week. That's because Cheyenne beat Davies by 3 last week. 3-0, the final score last Thursday night. So Cheyenne moves to the 2 spot. Davies drops from 1 to number 3. Bismarck moves up from number 5 to the number 4 spot. Mandan hops into the top 5 after receiving votes the week before. Century is the only other team in the state of North Dakota with votes being received here in this week of high school football, the last week of 3A competition. Is this how you have them in the state of North Dakota right now? Or is it really just a scrambled egg affair that it's anybody's ball game still and the championship hopes for everybody are still alive?
Yes and yes. Looking at that, a number of these teams can get hot. You want to get hot at the right time. Our second season's upon us. But for many teams out in the West, you got to solidify, you got to cement your spot in the playoffs first. Pretty wild game last week. Cheyenne forcing Davies into 4 turnovers. We have a 3-0 game. If you like defense, that one was for you. A couple really good teams out there, 1 and 2 in the East, Nick.
You got to make sure that you had a Red Bull before you went to that one, unless you're a big defensive fan. How about this night tonight to the Magic City? Mother Nature has been grade A this year. I said it earlier tonight when you walked in here, Bryce, that we were talking about how beautiful it is. I said, yeah, just don't forget about last year in the state quarterfinals when Mother Nature dumped quite a bit of snow on us. Will we see that again coming up here in 24 for this postseason run that's right around the corner? We know one thing's for sure. It's beautiful tonight. 0 chance of precipitation in the forecast. We're going to be set and ready to bring you a good one tonight. 5-3 Century. 6-2 Minot High. Century needs a win in a bad way tonight to the Magic City. What does Minot High do knowing that they're already in the postseason? We're going to break that down when we come back to the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. It's North Dakota 3A football right here on the PSP Network.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Banking is some of the most important things in your life, and banking at the right bank is very important. We're really proud of our bank because we have great people, and our people are what make our bank go. We always want to treat our customers right and do the best job we can for them, and try to do things to help make our communities better.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estfold.
Here we go, where they get it into Doppler up the near side. 3, 2 seconds, 1 second. Doppler rises, right wing, 3, bingo! Oh! Anthony Doppler wins it at the buzzer! Oh! Are you kidding me? He turns, he fires, and he buries it!
For the 55th time ever, Minot and Century collide tonight on the gridiron. This time it's in the Magic City, Minot, North Dakota, Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Home of the back-to-back WDA champions for 3A football in the West region. Minot at 6-2, number 1 ranked team in the state. Century at 5-3, receiving votes. Hulberg, Bryce Gutknecht on the call tonight. Partner, it's been quite a ride here in the regular season. I know the postseason's right around the corner. Let's dive into this real quick before we talk about the leaders inside of the WDA, because we're going to see a handful of them in this ball game here tonight. Does Minot High change anything in your mind, knowing that they've got home field advantage and the crown already locked up for the WDA this year?
I don't envy coaches in this position, because Coach Hendershot is hearing both ways. There's a couple ways you go about this. Do you want to keep it rolling? The momentum train that they've been on, playing so well since they've been 1-2. Keep your starters out there regular time. Do whatever you got to do to win the football game and be prepared going into the playoffs. Or you can take the rest routine. A lot of these guys do play both ways. You maybe take that into account and maybe try and rest them some tonight. I think the way to go about it is business as usual. I really do. I don't think try and get too dived in and looking into that and stuff. I really believe that you go about it business as usual. Get your guys out there, do whatever you can to win the football game.
Well, there's a couple of those guys that we're going to look at right now that are leading the charge inside of the WDA, starting with the leaders on the ground. Griffin Broderick, big number 34 for Minot High's, surpassed 1,000 yards on the year. The North Dakota commit's got 11 touchdowns. Yusuf Jama, number 2 inside the conference. We'll see Jerry Spurkart tonight. 585 yards for that young man, 8 TDs on the year. Then a pair of Demons collectively for 17 touchdowns on the ground. How about the guys that are tossing the football, scampering around the field? Well, one of them's on the PSP network tonight, Hudson Sheldon. 1,683 yards through the air for that young man. That's 210 average per game. He's got 21 touchdowns through the air on the year. Hudson Sheldon in action tonight, taking on Bismarck High School. We're going to see Noah Hare tonight. 1,039 yards through the air, 129 average per game, 7 TDs for him. He goes head-to-head tonight with Kellen Burke from Minot High. 876 yards through the air on the season. It's 109 per game, 10 touchdowns. Who's his top receiver? Well, the number 1 target has been Caden Kraft, number 3 in the conference, coming into the showdown tonight. Kraft's got 7 TDs on the year, 466 yards through the air. Coulter Simon, the top target for Century that we'll see tonight. He's got 3 touchdowns to his name, 366 yards through the air for him. Jensen Scholes, Tristan Ulmer, when you're a wide receiver with a quarterback that is once in a lifetime maybe for Mandan, or at least in that top 5 ever, and Hudson Sheldon, you know that you're going to have a pretty good year, and that's certainly been the case for those gentlemen wearing black and white for Mandan tonight. They're looking for a big win, looking to wrap up the number 2 spot inside of the WDA. There's the numbers inside of the West region as far as who's leading the charge and where they stand. Taking a look right now at team-wise and how they come into the ball game here tonight. Total offense on the year. Well, Bismarck High is the team to beat right now. The Demons currently lead the way. 351 on average for them. Minot High 344. They dropped to number 2. Mandan at 337. Legacy, then Century, then Williston. Now here's the X factor. On the other side of the football, Minot High is a team that has given up the least amount of points in the entire state of North Dakota, just over 12 points per game on average. The Magi defense is about as good as it gets. How strong do they have to be tonight?
They've been doing it all year. They've been one of the most special units in all of 3A football. I expect them to be prepared as usual like they've been. They've made some really nice adjustments. The defensive line's been terrific all season. The stunts and the packages that they run are special. It's a really good unit, that defensive side for Minot High.
Well, Century's got some guns that can put some points up. They do score plenty in their own right. Century averaging 28 points, 4 per game, only giving up 25. They head to head tonight here in the Magic City with Century at Minot High School. Player to watch in tonight's showdown. Well, we've talked about this kid often, Griffin Broderick. Why? Well, he's on his way to North Dakota. He is a powerhouse back for Minot High. On the other side, though, Century's got a young man by the name of Ole Taylor that's an all-state player in the linebacker position. Taylor against Broderick tonight could be a real battle of the ages here at Dwayne Carlson Stadium.
Yeah, I expect those two to collide on a number of plays tonight. Taylor's just been terrific on the defensive side for Century. And then we know what Broderick brings to the table, the running game. Seems like it's something that's just gotten better and better by the week. The offensive line really the key to that, getting Broderick going.
It's a beautiful night in the Magic City. When we come back, we're going to look at the head-to-head matchup of the numbers. Look one more time at Claremont's calculus, then we'll have our keys to the game. Then we'll get set for the opening kickoff tonight. But first, we'll come back and send it down to Eric Schaefer, the voice of the Magi, with tonight's official introductions. It all happens next here on the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show ahead of the final game of the regular season tonight between Century and Minot High School.
Working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
Well, we'll take it down to Eric Schaefer, the voice of the Magi, for tonight's official introductions of the Stars and Stripes on the field as we salute to Old Glory with our Star-Spangled Banner. God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Beautiful rendition of our nation's national anthem here this evening, just ahead of this 3A matchup between Minot High School and Bismarck Century. Nick Hulberg, Bryce Gutknecht on the call for our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. What can we expect tonight in this showdown? Let's look at these teams by the numbers, presented by Ryan Family Dealerships. Browse our massive inventory online, driveryan.com. Locations in western North Dakota. They've got 5 of them between Minot and Williston. Minot 6-2, Century's 5-3. Minot High is trying to remain unbeaten in the conference here in 2024. Century needs their 3rd win to help their hopes of a playoff berth here tonight. Century's receiving votes. Minot's ranked number 1. Minot wins the West region. Century's tied for 3rd. The Magi have scored 245 points on the year. Century scored 228. The Pats have given up 201. The Magi have given up 102 total. That's the top number in the state of North Dakota. The X factor for Minot High, to me, they just seem locked in right now, Bryce. I mean, they are playing some pretty darn good football. On the other side, you've got Century fighting for their playoff lives, and to keep that season alive and playoff seeding, you know that Century is going to bring their best here tonight.
Yeah, they're locked in as well. Both teams are. Minot High defensively, get after the quarterback, really force some turnovers on the defensive side, keep running the ball with Broderick. It seems like Kellen Burke in the passing game has evolved week by week, getting Kraft more involved, even got Vidal involved more last week. And, hey, you said it, Century, leave everything out there. You know, you got a chance to make the playoffs tonight. Try and secure that, winning a big game on the road here at Minot.
Yeah, let's look at our keys to the game. They're presented by our friends at Northern Plains Heating and Air. No other choice to seal your heating and air game than with Northern Plains Heating and Air. How does Century do that tonight? That X factor that we talked about, well, they're key to doing it, in my mind, offensive line protection. If they can protect Hare, they can get the football down the field here tonight, they're going to have a chance. It's a tall task against Minot High's defense, obviously, but a guy like Ole Taylor certainly helps from that guard position. And for Minot High School, just do what you do. They play free, they play like they're having fun, and when they do that, boy, they score some points. They scored 42 in the first half against Legacy just 1 week ago.
We've said it a number of times here on the pregame show. Minot's ability to get after that quarterback, a lot of the stunts they run can cause some mass confusion there for the quarterback and the offensive line. They're going to continue to mix it up tonight. And Minot High, like we said, do what you do. Run the football. They know they're going to establish the run. They're going to do it early. Broderick's going to be heavily involved. And that defensive side, stay stifling. Only giving up about 101 points there, I believe it was. And continue to get after the quarterback and dominate the game defensively.
Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. One more look at Chuck Claremont's calculus. Here's how Century gets hit. Century wins and BHS loses. Century's the number 3 seed. Century wins and BHS wins by 10 or less, they get the 3 seed. Century wins and BHS wins by more than 10, they get the 4 seed. If Century loses and BHS wins tonight, they're out. And if Century loses and BHS loses, they get the number 4 seed. So there's a few ways that Century's playoff hopes remain alive, and the easiest route to get there is a win tonight in the Magic City. It's almost time for our opening kickoff tonight here on the PSP Network. Nick Hulberg alongside of Bryce Gutknecht. Let's get ready for football here on a Friday night, and a beautiful night that it is. Time for our opening kickoff. It's presented here this evening by our friends at the UPS store. They deliver tonight's opening kickoff. The UPS store located on South Broadway in the Magic City. UPS store for all your packing and shipping needs. Where does time go, huh, partner?
Yeah, it's just crazy to me. We're doing playoff football already. We're coming up on November. We were just talking how beautiful the weather was. It got cold real quick up here, Nick.
It did. I've got the winter jacket along tonight. I don't know about you, partner, but if I get too close, just let me know. only trying to stay warm inside the booth tonight. Century's in white, Minot's in maroon. Boom, we are officially underway as the opening kick is taken deep at the 10-yard line. And the Magi will go to work here as Prestwich wheels and deals, shakes and bakes, all the way up to just about the 30-yard line. And Minot will come out on offense for the first time here tonight with a good return there from Aaron Prestwich. Well, it's a Magi team that's led by Kellen Burke, the quarterback for Minot High School. Boy, has he been fun to watch, really developing into that quarterback role here on the year, Bryce. At the start of the year, there was a lot of conversation about the young man, the senior quarterback that was a specialty teams player last year. And a lot of that conversation maybe didn't favor Kellen Burke with some of the football mind saying that, maybe Minot High can't go deep with a young man like this. Well, he's proven the critics completely wrong, and Kellen Burke has been nothing but an ace in the hole for Minot High School.
We had a great discussion with Coach Hendershot about that. He said, be patient. He believed in Burke from day one, and he's proved him right.
Well, he's got the first pass of the ball game off to Caden Kraft, and Kraft's got a first down and then sub all the way out near the 50-yard line as Burke connects with his top target, Caden Kraft. We'll take another look at it on the Riot Family Dealerships replay.
And they are going straight to that hurry up. We've seen this as weeks have developed here during the season, something they've liked to do early in the football game.
9 extra yards for Caden Kraft after the catch. Minot High hands off this time. Anderson forward. He's going to barrel his way across midfield over the 50-yard line. He's wrangled up and taken to the ground. Ian Schweigert, the nose guard, was there in on the tackle for Century. Minot High is going to have a second down and 6 facing them here on the first drive of tonight's ball game.
A guy we've talked about that we really like, Blake Anderson, getting early involvement in this game, getting a carry right away. Big Dylan Huber there trying to push the pile. It looked like it might have been about no gain on that play, but ends up being about 4 or 5 yards for Minot High.
Burke working here. Anderson on the run. Sweeps it out to the left. Anderson trying to break free. He's going to be wrangled up on the play and making the stop there for Century. The stop was 35. Landry Weston. Weston slams the door, but Minot does get yards. 3rd down and 3 coming here for the Magi.
We've seen that a lot, too, from Minot High. That motion set, get the movement, get the ball on the perimeter. Bledsoe's secure in the edge. He's been so good at that all season for Minot High.
Magi set up with a spread offense. 2 on the right side this time, 1 on the backfield. Griffin Broderick takes his first handoff of the ball game. Broderick's got enough for a first down. He's up to the 40-yard line. And Griffin Broderick continuing to impress for Minot High School. The young man you saw it in our pregame show, brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. 177 touches, surpassing 1,000 yards on the year for the North Dakota commit.
The senior on senior night, he looks a little extra amped up tonight here in this one. Pretty cool ceremony pregame there, Nick, that they did.
When you talk about senior night, all those extra hype things like that, does it affect you at all as a player, Bryce, getting into the ball game?
I just think you're probably a little extra adrenaline. It's your last regular season game here. It's a special night, and you want to do whatever you can to come out on top.
Broderick hops and skips his way up near that first down marker. Not enough for a first. However, it's going to be a 3rd and short. About a 3rd and 1. By the way, you'll see that North Dakota score feed ticker on the bottom of the screen tonight. Our eyes are going to be peeled on that throughout the evening. Big thank you to North Dakota score feed, bringing you updates of scores around our state of North Dakota. Busy week on the PSP network, by the way. Bismarck and Mandan tonight. Minot North, Valley City, that's for a WDA crowd in 2A football. St. Mary's and Dickinson to get into the 2A playoffs. All 4 of them right here on the PSP network. Broderick goes up the center line. He's going to be wrangled up on the play. Stop is made by the Pat defensive cord. It will bring up a 4th down and short coming here for Minot High School.
We talked about him in the pregame. Ole Taylor there leading the charge for the Patriots, setting Minot up in a 4th and 1 on the first drive here.
Yeah, look at 55. Like a bloodhound on the trail here. Kind of reminds me of 1994 Nebraska Cornhuskers with the belly showing like he does. He's a mean-looking cat, isn't he?
Better him doing a jersey like that. Nick and I, you and I can't wear a jersey like that anymore.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening, my friends. We want to keep it a family program. We'd be scaring everybody left and right. 8:44 left here in the opening quarter. Minot High's got a 4th and inches.
Here we go, where they get it into Doppler up the near side. 3, 2 second, 1 second. Doppler rises, right wing, 3, bingo! Oh! Anthony Doppler wins it at the buzzer! Oh! Are you kidding me? He turns, he fires, and he buries it!
Fourth down and short, Minot High feeling that crowd that made the trip up a Highway 83 tonight. Century's got some fans in attendance. They hand it off. Anderson, does he get enough for the first down? It's going to be close. Uh-oh, the football came out on the ground. Ole Taylor's got it. Is this a dead ball situation? However, we'll wait for the official call coming here, Bryce.
Looks like the spot, it's enough, but I believe the whistle was blown. That's why the football wasn't ruled a fumble, but they did get barely enough to move the chains.
By the way, tonight's ball game is brought to you by our friends at Minot State University. MSU, be seen, be heard, be you. More than 96% of recent college grads are either employed or continuing their education at Minot State University. Fresh set of downs for the Magi. They work here from the Century 30 as Burke works out of the gut, fakes the handoff. Now Burke under pressure, tosses it out. Oh, Landon Bedell was there. It's going to fall incomplete. The coverage was there. The secondary from the Century Patriots.
Some very good pressure up there up front. Tarp was there. Schweigert right in Burke's face. You see Minot do that a lot. They love to get Burke rolled out in the pocket, outside the pocket, trying to make some plays in the passing game.
Secondaries are such a key to this game of football, and when you've got a good one like Century does, that's been part of their hope to get back into the playoffs under the direction of Ron Wingenbach in year number 35, Bryce. How about that tenure at Century High School? Anderson on the handoff up to the 25. Cutting forward, Anderson's going to drop down inside the 25. Minot High will have a 3rd down and 4 coming here.
Very interesting early in this game, the involvement of Blake Anderson and the carries he's got. It's basically been a true split with Broderick in the backfield.
Ron Wingenbach, 35 years at the helm. Just imagine what he's seen in his time as the head coach of the Century Patriots. Partner, I'm 39. I'm not far behind you, and I'm telling you right now that is a lot of time as the head man for Century. He's got 4 state titles in that time. He's been the coach of the year multiple times. How about a record of 232 wins and 131 defeats in his tenure with Century?
That's a lot of football, Nick.
Burke faked the handoff to Anderson, cut free into the Serve Pro red zone. Burke's going to be wrangled up at just about the 16. Fresh set of downs from Minot High School.
You see that? They give Burke the option there in that shotgun look. Hey, we can get to Anderson on the edge here, or you can pull it and keep it. He decides to keep it. Ends up in a 1st down for Minot High.
There's Ron Wingenbach on your screen. Not quite like Dan Schmeeker with the shorts and T-shirt in playoff weather like this, where it's always 65 and sunny in Schmeeker's mind, of course. Nice night for football, by the way. Minot High with a fresh set of downs inside the Serve Pro red zone. Burke's going to hand it off. Broderick dances left, went back to the right. He's met there at the line, and the stop is made. Broderick may have actually went backwards on the play because coming in and slamming the door was Darian Bitts, the 6-foot-tall, 230-pound junior right end.
Something to monitor early in this game. The defensive line of Century's played very well on this first drive. I know Minot's been able to sustain a drive, get in the red zone here, but yards have been tough to come by between the tackles early in the game for the Magi.
BNC National Bank scoreboard ticking down to 6:13 to play first quarter. Nobody's on the board yet, but Minot High's knocking at the Serve Pro red zone. Burke from the gun puts Anderson into motion. They fake it to him. Quick hitter into the hands here of Bedell. Bedell's inside the 11-yard line, and Landon Bedell wrangled out of bounds. He just committed to playing college football. MSUM Dragons is where Landon Bedell will make his home in his future endeavors in college. Congratulations to 36 in maroon. That's always a big day, isn't it, partner?
Yeah, it's a very special moment for Landon and his family joining the Dragon Nation there, MSUM. They got a good kid. He's such a good kid, very talented. He's got that frame on him and stuff, what they're going to do with him, it's going to be fun to watch Landon at the next level, Nick.
Well, you know all about that program. Congratulations. Burke on the keeper, got over the 10-yard line before he's wrangled up on the play, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and 3 coming here for the Magi.
It's another big 4th down here on this drive. See if the Century defense can get themselves off the field, continuing to hold the Magi scoreless.
Planet Pizza brings you the ball game tonight, by the way, fans. Planet Pizza, area's ultimate party location. School parties, team parties, birthday parties, you name it, Planet Pizza's got it. They've got you covered. We also have a lunch buffet Monday through Friday. They'll deliver tonight as well. 852-1700. Burke rolling out to his left. Now he's got a lane. Burke with time, trying to cut free. Oh, he does. Scampers down into the end zone. Touchdown, Minot High School.
Once again on that rollout, Burke couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. I'm going to give a shout out to the offensive line on that play. You see Neff there with that huge block, securing the edge, allowing Burke to find the end zone.
Kellen Burke's into the end zone for touchdown number 16 on the year. What a year it's been for Kellen Burke. Now he comes on to kick the point after, and the attempt coming here. Minot leads 6-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Snap is there, kick is up. It's good. Magi lead by a score of 7-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. That's because Kellen Burke gets into the end zone for the 16th time of the year.
Great news. If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family.
Well, the young man from Minot High, Kellen Burke, was the hero last year at the Dakota Bowl. Why is that? Well, he kicked the game-winning field goal. He's been good for 16 touchdowns now in the year. He's got Minot High up by a score of 7-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Nick Hulberg, Bryce Gutknecht again on the call here tonight from the Magic City. Number 1, Minot High, receiving vote Century. Minot High's first offensive drive of the ball game certainly had the production they were looking for.
Yeah, and Century had a couple opportunities to get off the field. They got him into those 4th down situations. Burke just making a play there. Busted play, some key blocks by the offensive line to spring him loose, but Century was holding their own on the line of scrimmage here on the first drive.
First drive on the offensive side for the Century Patriots. They're led by Noah Hare, their quarterback. Hare on the year, the junior, stands 6 foot tall, 175 pounds. Here's his stat line. Nothing to complain about here. 54 rushes for 170 yards. He's found the end zone 6 times there. 76 for 136 through the air for 1,039. And Hare hasn't been afraid to score through the air either. 7 touchdowns. He has been picked off 8 times, however, here in his junior campaign.
That's going to be something he's got to avoid tonight, the turnovers to Minot High's defense.
Pass was out into the flat, intended there for number 9. Jumping up was Coulter Simon, incomplete on the play.
Really tight coverage there by Henderson out there on the cornerback position. A kid who's played very well on the Minot High defense all season long.
What is it about the Minot High defense that makes them so good? Obviously, it seems like everybody's bought into the system first and foremost, but my goodness, only giving up 102 on the year. What makes them such a dynamite force back there?
Preparation, adjustments, and everyone knowing that, buying into their job and not trying to do too much.
Hare's got pressure, threw it out into the open space. Kraft had the coverage intended for Simon again. It's incomplete.
You see that Anderson at the linebacker position getting some time defensively too. A delayed blitz right in the face of Noah Hare there. Good coverage again on the back end. Kraft on the coverage there, forcing a punt.
Pilata's going to come back to retrieve here for Minot High. Booting it away here for the Century Patriots. With the kicking duties all night long for Century is Alex Peterson. Peterson puts the boot on it. Towering kick all the way back to the 29-yard line. Picked up here by the Magi with the motor on. Look at this. Hang on tight. All the way up to the 45-yard line. And the run back for the Magi has them with some excellent field position. I apologize on the number who retrieved that for the Magi. It was number 5, Tegan Schindler.
Yeah, very nice return there. Couple blocks securing the perimeter there for Schindler. A kid we haven't really seen in the return game much for Minot High. Gets his opportunity tonight and gets him into opponent territory to start this drive.
Well, the Magi scored on their first drive of the ball game tonight. Can they score on the second? They've got some work to do here. Ball's handed off, cutting free, hang on tight, into the end zone. Blake Anderson, touchdown, Minot High School.
Talking about Century's defensive line, holding their own on that first drive. There you just see the speed of Anderson. He goes untouched up the middle. 44 yards later, he's into the end zone, making this a 2-possession game.
The speed for Anderson is something special. Puts Minot High back on the board of the Magicians with a healthy lead to start things off tonight on their home field. What a weapon Blake Anderson's been.
Yeah, a name we called earlier kind of in the season. I know Broderick gets a majority of the carries, but Anderson making the most of it tonight with his opportunities.
Magi are up 14-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Blake Anderson. Hang on tight, young man. He did just that. 14, Rip, Minot High School.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Well, plenty to cheer about tonight for that Minot High cheering staff. This was earlier on before the ball game tonight. How about these young ladies? Talk about athletes. Talk about guts as well. I don't think you talked about you and I wearing the uniforms like Oli Taylor. How about you and I getting up and doing something just like that? Those young ladies doing a fantastic job. Minot High kicks off, and the ball's going to end up at just about the 25-yard line of the Pats. That's where Minot High's defense rushed in and shut the door.
Kind of a squib kick there. Returner was kind of in between. Ball almost looked like it was maybe going to go out of bounds, but he was forced to pick it up. A whole army of magicians there ready to tackle him.
Well, Ron Wingenbach again. He's seen this situation before, one that he would prefer not to be in, however, trailing 14-0 early on here in the ball game. But Century's far from out of this contest early on in this ball game tonight, Bryce. They've got the weapons to do it. However, this drive really is an important one in my mind.
Yeah, got to be critical. Try and get some first downs. Try and let that defensive side rest some here early in the ball game.
Handoff for the Century Patriots results in a gain on the play and a short gain for that. Jerry's Burkhart, 106 touches on the year for 585 yards coming in. Gains just about 1 on the play. Century spreads out the offense here. Hare works underneath center, however, as Hare calls the shots. Fakes the handoff, rolls out left side, tosses it downfield, complete. Simon's got it at the 40. Simon wrangled up on the play there as Anthony Alexander came in on the tackle with Prestwich. But a nice play for the Pats is good enough for a first down.
Much needed first down for the Patriots. Try and get something going. Down 2 scores early in this game. Very nice route by Coulter Simon, that comeback route there, making himself open for Noah Hare, moving the chains.
14-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot High's got the lead. BNC.bank locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Find them online, BNC.bank. Hare works from the gun this time. 2 wide receivers on the right side. Hare, he doesn't have an option. Huber's there. He tackles him down. And there's a loss on the play, and the Magi D comes up big.
It looked like kind of some confusion there. I thought maybe they were trying to set up a screen, but Minot High immediately in the backfield, all over Hare on that play with a negative play.
Well, defensively for Minot High, what they've been able to do, unfortunately their stats are nowhere to be found on the defensive side of the football anywhere online. We do know what they give up per game and what they've been able to do as far as points have been scored on them. And again, when you're only giving up 12 points per night throughout the course of a season, you know that you've got a special group, and certainly the Magi have that. They've only gotten better as this season has continued. Pass was out into the flat, open for Burkhart, incomplete.
We've seen this a couple times last week where they were trying to set up screens. Mandan was doing the same thing. They had it set up there, Nick, for a big play, but that was the only one out there, and he appeared to be double teamed and blocked. That was a big opportunity missed by Century for a big play.
Brings up a 3rd down and long here, 3rd and 15 to be exact for the Century Patriots. Up on the ball again is that Pat offensive line. Hare working from the gun. One right next to him. Hare's going to fall back to pass. Cranks it downfield. Simon's open. Bobbled. Caught. He's got it. Simon's running to the house. Almost tripped up. Simon down to the 1-yard line. What a play that was.
Oh my goodness. What a play by Simon. You see the gamble there by Prestwich. He did get a deflection on it. Smith with the bobble makes the play. What a huge gain. About 65 yards on that pass play, Nick.
Yeah, you got to like to see that. Century still alive, just as we just mentioned. This was a big drive and a crucial one at that for the Century Patriots. 6 here would be gigantic at this juncture in the ballgame.
Absolutely. See if they can punch it in here inside the 5.
Hare working now from the 2-yard line. Hand it off right up Broadway. Cutting to the left just a bit. On the carry was Burkhart. Update from up north, by the way. Valley City leading Minot North 6-0. That in the first quarter of football. Owen Patterson, Corey McIver have the call of that game tonight on the PSP Network. Owen will be back at it with Bryce tomorrow in Velva, where the Velva Aggies take on Southern McLean. Todd Domries will be on the call in Elgin, North Dakota tomorrow. Grant County Flasher hosting Central McLean into the end zone. Century, touchdown.
I like that quarterback calling his own number there. Saw a look he liked where he was able to sneak it 2 yards, sneak into the end zone for Noah Hare there. Much needed score for the Patriots.
Noah Hare's 14th of the year, and Century back within a possession here in this ball game. That was a big play for the Century QB.
All set up by that huge pass play to Coulter Simon inside the 5.
Well, we got ourselves a ball game. 14-7, Minot High's got the lead. Century strikes back with a giant play, capped off by a Hare run into the end zone.
What's up, guys?
What you doing?
Just helping out with the local food drive, looking for some more donations. What are you guys up to?
We're helping too. Look what we collected.
Well done. That's the spirit.
That says we're building character.
You guys are characters, all right.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Giving back to the community is one of the guiding principles at First Western Bank.
First Western. You can bank on us.
How about that Minot High Band is here tonight under the direction of Evan Meyer. Job well done from those students as well here tonight in the Magic City. It's been an atmosphere here at Dwayne Carlson Stadium all year long. Crowd not quite as large tonight as we've seen it on other nights this year. There's a few things happening in the Magic City here this evening, including professional bull riding, the PBR put on by the Wiseman's Rodeo here this evening. That kick's going to come all the way back into Minot High territory. Fooled our camera staff. Ball comes up to the 29. Fooled me too. And at the 29, Minot High will go to work. Professional bull riding. Do you have any interest to that, Bryce, by chance?
No, not for me. From a watching standpoint, definitely, but definitely not hopping on one of those things. I'll tell you that much.
You and my 4-year-old son had the same exact comment. He's on his way there right now tonight. And he said, I don't have to ride one of those, do I? No, buddy, we prefer that you didn't, actually. First down and 10 for Minot High School from the 29. Burke calling the shots. He's got Anderson off to his left. Hands it off here. Blake Anderson. He's found the end zone once in the ball game, and Anderson wrapped up on the play. Short gain of 1, and it brings up a second down and 9 coming here from Minot High School. By the way, tonight's game on the PSP Network is brought to you by Shields, locations in Minot and Bismarck. Shields has every sporting good underneath the sun. Footwear, fashion, hunting, and fishing gear, you name it, Shields has it. They bring you tonight's showdown on the PSP Network. Well, Minot High is going to burn a timeout here, or is it Century that takes the timeout off the board? No, it's not. It's the end of the first quarter of play. Thank you, Bryce. We've had action, plenty of it, in quarter number 1. 21 points scored. Minot High's got the lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, 14-7.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Lights are on in the Magic City, and the temperature is down, by the way. It is not warm outside right now. Current temp 46, 6-mile-an-hour wind. No chance of rain or snow tonight, by the way. That's a good thing, always is. However, 46 and a clear night, just about perfect for high school football, isn't it?
Yeah, we've been so spoiled. I really hope it continues, Nick, through our playoff football coverage, my friend.
Speaking of that playoff football coverage, we will have the Magi all the way through. As far as Minot High goes, we will be there side by side with them. PSP Network, proud to partner with Minot Public Schools, Minot North, and Minot High School. We'll bring you coverage of every matchup for Minot High School in the postseason. Can they go deep? A lot of people say yes. The only team that could go back-to-back this year, of course, after they won it last year. Uh-oh, Burke's going to be picked off. Ball's taken here at the 40 and running it down inside Minot High territory. Count the pick there. Is grabbing it out of the air was 27, Tristan Pope.
Jalen Tarp been really involved in this game early, applying some pressure, forcing Burke from the pocket. I don't even think Burke saw him there sitting in the zone coverage there. Huge turnover for the Patriots.
Just what the doctor ordered for Century. Well, Minot went up 14-0. Century had an answer. Now Century's got a big play on defense, courtesy of Pope, and they go back on the offensive side of the football. First down and 10, the 36-yard line. Forward on the run, carrying it there was Jerry Burkhardt. He's wrangled up on the play near the original line of scrimmage. Brings up a second down and 9 coming here for Century. Jolliffe on the stop. Thank you.
Correct. Jolliffe on the stop. He's one of my favorite players to watch out there. He's always so amped up, hitting himself in the helmet after that one. Really fired up. A senior on the defensive side.
Century going to work again. Burkhardt in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to him. No, they fake it. Rolling out. Hare fires forward back to the original line of scrimmage. Into the hands it went. Was it complete? Either way, near the original line. That was Braden Morris.
Be interesting. Minot's got him in a 3rd and long situation. See if they're going to elect to bring some pressure after Noah Hare here on this one.
By the way, our postseason coverage not stopping with football. WDA Volleyball Tournament coming to the PSP Network November 14th through 16th. That will be on the PSP Network Plus. Subscription will be required for that showdown here in the Magic City. We'll have every single game of the WDA Volleyball Tournament. Taking a shot deep downfield, corner of the end zone. Is that a completed pass down near the pylon? No, it's incomplete. Nice play there, however, for the Century Patriots, but it does bring up a 4th down and long.
Alexander applying the pressure there, number 16 on the edge. Great coverage there by the Minot High secondary. Force him to that sideline. Couldn't keep him in bounds. Couldn't get a foot down in bounds there on the play for Century.
Well, you hear the Minot High fans start to come to volume here tonight. 4th down situation for the Pats. In Minot High territory, knocking on the Serve Pro red zone doorstep are the Patriots. Hare's got it, rolls out to his right side. Hare looking downfield. Oh, in and out of the hands, incomplete to Xavier Harlstead, the flanker. And Minot High gets the ball back on the 4-0.
How about that defensive stand by Minot High? Burke makes a mistake with the interception. Really good field position there for Century. You had all the momentum in the football game. Minot High takes it back here and goes back on the offense.
Well, the Magi offense has been good on the year. It's a Minot High football team that coming into the showdown averages 344 yards per game. They score 30.6 points per night. 245 total on the season for Minot High School. They hand off Anderson. Had a stutter step move before he's wrangled up. He did have a gain on the play, however. Brings up a 2nd and 8 for Minot High.
And it looks like we're into the 2nd quarter here. He is giving Broderick some rest tonight. We talked about, such a difficult decision to make when you're in the 1 seed. You've got it locked down. Anderson has been heavily involved in the game and seen a bulk of the carries in this one.
To think about Minot High School, though, and talking about that in our pregame off the air here tonight, Bryce, that the weapons that Minot High possesses is something special. This ball is going to be tossed out into the hands at the 36-yard line. It's completed. Caden Kraft is there, and Kraft's got the reception for Minot High School.
It's a very good throw, very difficult throw to make across your body, right between 2 defenders it falls, setting up a very 3rd and short, very manageable 3rd down for Minot High.
Taking a look at those WDA receiving leaders, Caden Kraft's on that list. You could add some yardage to his stat line after tonight. Number 3 in the WDA coming into this final night of the regular season. Broderick back in for Minot High. They go to him. Broderick, he's going to be close to that 1st down marker. Yes, he's got plenty 1st down, Minot High School.
Nice job by Broderick. Didn't need a lot. Didn't get a lot, but it's enough to move the chains and sustain the drive for the Magicians.
Minot High back up on the ball. 1st down and 10. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line. 8.5 to play. First half of football. Somebody jumped on the line. And there's laundry on the field. Who will this be on? Minot High School or Century?
I think they got a false start on Huber, the right tackle there. Going to push him back 5 yards.
First down at 15 coming here from Minot High School. Well, if you haven't already done so, make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. We surpassed 10,000 followers on YouTube earlier on this month. Big thank you to all those fans that continue to support our mission, which is to promote local athletes in our great state of North Dakota. Hit that subscribe button. Follow us on our social media platforms as well. Quick hitter, Bledsoe. Breaks free, 40. Oh, he's got the Jets out again, and Bledsoe is up over midfield. First down, Minot High School.
We saw that same play, getting Burke rolled out. You sneak out Bledsoe into the flat area. They hit it for a big home run last week for a touchdown. Not as big on this one, but great gain there and a first down after the penalty for Minot High.
Ball spotted at the 46-yard line. Tonight's game on the PSP Network brought to you by Prestwich Orthodontics. 0% financing, free consultations online or in the office. Find them at minotbraces.com. Handoff, Broderick. He's going to cut free. Broderick near the first down marker, and Griffin Broderick continuing to run downhill for Minot High School. It's going to bring up a second down and inches here for Minot High.
Just a burst there by Broderick. Hasn't had a number of carries tonight, but running angry on that one, setting up a second and short.
14-7, Minot High's got the lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Broderick in the backfield. They're going to hand off Broderick. He's got a first down and then some. First down, Minot High School.
You've seen this year. The heavy dose of Broderick helps set up that play action pass where you get Burke outside the pocket. See if you try and take maybe a shot play, try and get Kraft one-on-one here.
Legacy leading Williston 7-0 early on in that ball game tonight. That one over in Williston. Dickinson leading St. Mary's 6-0. First and 10, Minot High School, the 14-7 lead here. Two wide receivers over on the left side. Handoff, Broderick. He's got a gain on the play as he bulldozes his way forward. For young running backs out there and the youngsters watching this ball game, Bryce, what is it about Broderick that they should take and put into their own bank here of the running back game? What is it that you like about his technique?
One thing that really stands out is the patience. He lets his offensive line get their blocks, let them develop, sticks his cleat in the turf, and kind of a one-cut kind of guy, and really good speed on his side as well for his size.
Burke from the gun, hands it off. Anderson cuts free. Anderson finds a seam. He's into the ServPro red zone as Blake Anderson carries it forward for another big gain of the play and another first down for Minot High School.
We've said it, the speed of Anderson, such a weapon. That time getting on the perimeter, some really good blocks by Kraft and Prestwich out there on the perimeter at the wide receiver position.
Brings up a first down and 10 for Minot High. ServPro 24/7 emergency service. Trained technicians and advanced technology at ServPro. They bring you the ball game here tonight and the red zone coverage. Minot High back into the red zone here in this ball game, trying to make it a two-possession game. Burke off to Bledsoe. Bedell rather near the goal line. Football's on the ground. Is Minot High going to be in for 6 more?
They're going to have him down, Nick. He's short of the goal line and down, so it's not going to be a fumble. I just mentioned that play action. They go with it there, find Bedell on a big play, setting up first and goal from the 1.
Landon Bedell's been special for Minot High School. That was real close to hitting pay dirt. Minot High trying to punch in 6 more. Burke hands it off. Broderick barrels his way down Broadway. Touchdown, Minot High School.
How about that push from the offensive line? It was the whole drive there. They were the catalyst to get Broderick into the end zone.
Well, Broderick does it again, the University of North Dakota commit. Minot High with the point after attempt on its way. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, it's good. Minot High 21, Century 7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Griffin Broderick into the end zone for Minot High. First one of the night for the Magi. On the year for the North Dakota commit, that's number 12. Tonight's game on the PSP Network is brought to you by our friends at First International Bank and Trust. Independent community bank built on the bond between our employees and customers. Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota. You name it, you can find them online, FIBT.com. Minot High to boot it away here with Burke. See the guns waiting back here for Century to retrieve as this ball towered in the air. It's going to be sent all the way back through the end zone, and the touchback will have Century with a first down and 10 from the 20. We talked about this earlier on here tonight, and we're going to talk about it throughout the night. Bismarck up big, 19-0 right now. What does that mean for Century? Well, that means that Century's going to be in a position here tonight where if BHS wins by 10 or more, Century could be the number 4 seed. However, Century has to win tonight. CHS loses and BHS wins. Century's out.
What a start to that game. Bismarck and Mandan. The Demons are up big in that one to start.
Quick hitter to the near side. Ball's out to Simon. It's going to be up near the 29-yard line. It's going to bring up a second down and a short one here for Century.
I like that short, quick drop back. Get the ball out. Get it to Simon. Give him an opportunity to make a play, maybe make a guy miss. A guy who's been really heavily involved in the offense early in this ball game.
Century have what it takes, you think, in your mind, to come back in this ball game down 21-7. It's far from over. I'm aware of that. However, do the Pats have what it takes tonight to upset the number 1 team in the state?
They do. They have the arsenal, but they cannot give up on the run game. That really plays into Minot's favor if you're just going to sit there and go to a drop-back game. I know they're down a couple scores, but you cannot abandon the run game.
First down, Century. Tonight's game on the PSP Network brought to you by our good friend Mason Kramer at Mason Kramer Photography. Game action shots, senior portraits, wedding and engagement photos, you name it, Mason Kramer does it. Find him online on all social media platforms and at MasonKramerPhotography.com. Big thanks to Tyler Hagan Photography as well. We'll be seeing THP in the playoff time right around the corner. Oh, that pass is almost picked off. In and out of the hands of Henderson. Make that Prestwich. He would have been in for 6.
Yeah, Prestwich probably saw he had the daylight there. It's just a matter of maybe turning your head just quick to see that you had the end zone. But how about the pressure there by Alexander? Free run there. Got a good hit in on the quarterback here on that play.
There is a flag on the play. $50-yard penalty on Century.
Yeah, I missed the call on that one, partner. I'm not really sure what happened there. Some type of personal foul.
Well, we'll take another look at it on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Dead ball foul, maybe right here. Yeah, it was down at the 20-yard line. The big man for the Century Patriots charged with the crime So Century has a second down and a country mile, 25 yards to be exact. Hare's got hot pursuit. Oh, quarterback sack, and on top of him, Landon Bedell. The MSUM commit comes up with a sack for a loss.
Landon Bedell is so special on that defensive end position. We see him drop back into coverage. We see his ability to get after the quarterback, that time ending up in a sack, and another huge play for the Minot High defense.
Brings up a 3rd down and 32 as it's stacked on here for the Patriots, down to 3:38 to play in the first half. Minot High's up big, 21-7, and Century's got a lot of ground they need to make up in a quick hurry here. They're going to hand it off. Burkhart, he's going to get some of that ground. He's up near the 15-yard line. And Burkhart wrangled out of play after he had the spin move to get him ahead. Still almost 20 yards from the original line of scrimmage, Bryce.
Yeah, simple play call there. You don't have much in the playbook, Nick, when you're 3rd and 32. Just a simple run play. Try and give your punter a little more room and try and get this punt away. And
back on the retrieve for Minot High is number 5 waiting out in the wings for the Magi on the punt return coming here. Tegan Schindler, he was good earlier in the ball game. Snap is going to be fumbled back, ends up on the ground. And the stop is made by the Magi, is in hot pursuit. That defensive core for the Magicians and nowhere to go in a quick hurry for the Century Patriots. And number 34, Alex Peterson, didn't have any option. He fell out of the football. Minot High's got it deep inside the Serve Pro red zone.
Yeah, just like that. Some really good field position. The punter couldn't handle that snap and get it away. Going to be 1st and goal. What a turn of events here in this ball game.
Well, 6 more for Minot High here. It's too early to say that it would be a nail in the coffin. However, Bryce, it would be quite a dagger at this point in the contest. Burke calling the shots. They hand off. Anderson push backwards on the play. Anderson got to about the 5 before he was wrangled up. Weisenberger had the stop for Century.
Ole Taylor, 55 on that defensive side. He's that old school linebacker. Seeks out contact. He plays so fast at that linebacker position. Such a talent for the Patriots.
He's an animal, there's no doubt about that.
Oh, here we go. We got, look at this formation, Nick.
Quad receivers on the left, one on the right for the Magi is Burke. We haven't seen this one from Minot High yet on the season. Burke, quick hitter, far side, trying to thread the needle. In and out of the hands, incomplete. Kraft was there, didn't work for the Magi. However, that's a trick up the Magi sleeve that we haven't seen yet on the season.
Yeah, send it out. Is it Morozic and Huber there out at the wideout position for Minot High? But look what that did. That created a look for you one-on-one with Kraft. They took a shot. They liked what they saw and what they got out of it. Just didn't connect on it.
Magi set up here, working with the 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. Serve Pro red zone. Bledsoe. He's wide open into the end zone. Touchdown, Minot High School.
Look at this counter. What a counter. What a play call by Minot High and Coach Hendershot there. Totally confusing the Patriots defense on that one. Bledsoe walks into the end zone for 6.
Well, you had Broderick going to the left, Burke going backwards, Bledsoe going to the right, wide open into the end zone for the touchdown. Minot High School is up big. Burke on to kick the point after. He hit the goalpost. No good. Right off the bar. And the score remains 27-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot's up big. Bledsoe gets in again. Defensive stop for the Magi. Had him inside the Serve Pro red zone for the 1st and goal. They capitalize.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Well, the Magi are up big with 2:19 left here in the first half. We talked about that potentially being a dagger for Century. What do they need to do here, Bryce?
Any kind of points you can try and get here before the half. Such a crucial turnover there on couldn't handle the punt. Immediately a red zone opportunity for Minot High, and they capitalize.
Well, once again with a Bismarck High win tonight and a Century loss, the Patriots are eliminated from the postseason. Bismarck's up big. The last we saw was 19-0 Bismarck Demons. You can see it on the North Dakota Score Feed app and that scrolling ticker on the bottom of your screen. However, we'll see if we can get an update for you in a moment.
I got a quick update. 26-7 Bismarck leads halfway through the second quarter.
Rolling out on the pass play. Toss to the near side. It's complete. But there's going to be a horse collar coming here. Catching the football in the flat and making the play there was Braden Morris. But there's going to be some extra yardage coming here for Century, I do believe.
Yeah, they got Alexander was the guilty party there on a face mask on the near sideline there, and he knew it. He was guilty of it, so.
I think I need my eyes checked. I saw it as a horse collar. You saw it as a face mask. You were correct, my friend. Must be all those carrots you eat these days.
Got to get your veggies.
Well, Century has 2:13 to get down the field here at the end of our first half of football. They trail by a score of 27-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Pats go to work. Pass play sent out into the flat. Incomplete. That pass was intended for number 84, Kralik. And Joey Kralik was covered there by Caden Kraft. It's an incomplete pass.
We see what Minot High going to that blitz look there. That was Anderson with a free run there, disrupting the timing on that pass play.
27-7 Minot leading. Tonight's game brought to you by our friends at Northern Plains Heating and Air. Oh, there was a flag on the play. Did you catch it, Bryce?
Yeah, illegal, ineligible downfield for Century, so they're going to replay the down. Minot's going to take the penalty in the 5 yards.
Brings up a first down at 15 here for the Century Patriots.
You said it, Nick. How good does the band sound here tonight at Dwayne Carlson?
You gotta love it, don't you?
Gets me really excited for basketball season when we're in the gym and I'm hearing the cowbell and I'm hearing the guitar. Oh, it gets me amped up. We still got a lot of football, I know, but
nothing like that high school band. They're loud tonight. Minot High fans have something to cheer about as well. Up 27-7. Hare back to pass. Hot pursuit, taking a shot deep downfield. There's a flag on the play. Intercepted. Caden Kraft has it at the 25-yard line, but the flag is all the way back at the line of scrimmage.
This play is going to stand. It's going to be an interception. That was a hold on Century, which Minot's going to decline. And Century gives it right back to Minot High. See if they go with a little 2-minute drill offense to try and increase this lead.
Well, 17 in maroon. Caden Kraft has been big on the offensive side of the football. Defensively, he's been a juggernaut as well for Minot High School. Could add another interception to his name here in that stat line on the season. He'll be back out on the offensive side of the ball now as Minot High goes to work with a first down and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Minot's got a man in motion. Burks back to pass. Little screen play. It's complete off to Anderson. And Anderson's going to gain just about 3 on the play up to the 29-yard line. Where do they mark it? They're going to mark him at the 28 instead. Nevertheless, Minot High will have a second down and 7 coming here with just about 90 seconds left in our first half of football.
It does look like they're going to go to and hurry up here. They still have 2 timeouts, so don't need to rush things too. Still got about a minute and a half left to go in the half.
Burke rolls out to the right side, fires forward. It's complete. Prestwich has it up for a first down for Minot High School.
We've seen that so many times. The success once Burke gets out of that pocket, rolling out to that right side, finding Prestwich, and a first down.
.110 ticks down here first half. Handoff, Broderick. He didn't go anywhere that time, Bryce. That defensive line for Century's big, and they shut the door.
Yeah, that defensive line has really competed all night. You talk about the two-headed monster with getting Anderson involved tonight and Broderick. Offensive line so good for Minot High. Century's hanging in there, though.
Well, Minot High spreads it out again. Burke's going to roll out here to his left side. Takes a deep shot downfield over the head of Prestwich, incomplete.
That's such a tough throw. Rolling out left there for him across your body. Really good coverage on the back end by Century.
Watford City on top of Jamestown, 16-7 in AA football tonight. That would be a big one. It was Watford City and Jamestown both jockeying for a playoff spot. Minot North has now taken the lead over Valley City. Can you imagine? Minot North, their crowned WDA champions in AA football. Minot High already winning the title in AAA football in the West region. What a year for the Magic City.
Huge by Minot North. 21 unanswered in that ball game.
Little flea flicker play coming here for the Magi. Got it back to Prestwich. He's gobbled up. Little trickery from Minot High, and it's going to force a fourth down and long here for the Magi.
That's such a good job by the Century defense, staying disciplined. They were ready. They smelt that one. What was it, 66? I don't have a name on him. I'm sorry. At the defensive end position there was huge.
Devin Bitts was the one that made the play. Well, that will do it for the half. Minot High and Century for the 55th time ever. By the way, Minot High's got the lead in the all-time series coming into the showdown. 31 wins, 23 losses. They're up by a healthy margin here in this one. 27-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Let's head to our Magic Towing halftime report.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Jersey Mike's slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny?
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
(27-7) at the break. Minot High leading Bismarck Century. It's the Magic Towing halftime report. Magic Towing, you blow it, we tow it. Put this number in your phone right now. You'll be glad that you did. 701-509-4011. I know it by heart because I say it each and every time we're on the PSP Network, but it's a good number to know because Magic Towing will help you in those situations that we hope you don't have to deal with, but when you do, mention PSP Network and you will receive $50 off on the tow. Nick Hulberg, Bryce Gutknecht here on the call tonight. And Bryce, Minot High's impressive. They're impressive again here tonight. Century's not out of it yet. 3-possession ball game. But what was it about Minot High's game in that first half that has them up the way that they are right now in this contest?
Started quickly, out to that 14-0 advantage there early in the first quarter. You get in these situations where you're down big, that really plays into the Minot High defense. Their ability to dial up pressure, they can do it with bringing 3 sometimes, bringing 4, just bringing the defensive line, but they really like the blitz. They disguise it very well. It's going to be a very tough in the second half if Century's going to have to continue to throw the football through the air and stuff. Really plays into Minot High's advantage.
Well, you look at the Magi right now. Home field advantage. They're going to take on West Fargo coming up next week. The Magicians don't have a need for a win tonight. This game really doesn't matter for anything. Does that change the game plan in the second half with the lead that they have right now? We might just see some extra guys or some of those substitutions coming in this ball game, or do we not expect to see that in the second half?
We've seen a little bit of it in the first half here of this ball game, and seen Anderson really heavily involved in the mix at running back and stuff. Ideally for Minot High, keep a big lead and then maybe get an opportunity to rest a lot of your starters, and this one would be ideal for the Magicians.
Some of the highlights from the first half, the most recent touchdown for Bledsoe into the end zone. Minot High up 21-7 at that point. Bryce, if you have the game reset, we would take it from you, my friend. It's brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships. DriveRyan.com. Locations in Western North Dakota. It's DriveRyan.com. Browse for massive inventory online today.
Our scoring got kicked off tonight by Mr. Burke. 11 yards out at the 5:07 mark of the first quarter. He added the extra point. It was 7-0 at that point, Minot High. Blake Anderson gets in on the fun from 44 yards out at the 3:57 mark of the first half. Extra point was good, making it 14-0 Magicians at that point. Herr added a 2-yard rushing touchdown with 39 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Extra point was good, making it 14-7 at that point. Broderick gets in on the fun from 1 yard out, 5:23 of the second quarter, making it 20-7. Burke added the extra point, making it 21-7. Hey, my favorite, the fullback getting some love, Mr. Bledsoe, 6 yards out on a really nice counter run. Untouched into the end zone on that one. 2:19 of the second quarter. Missed extra point, that is how we got to 27-7 at the half. Magicians up big.
Minot High doing what they can to continue to propel into the postseason. Century certainly doing the same thing. Century needs it in the bad way tonight, folks. They need a win tonight to stay alive. That is, of course, if Bismarck High ends up taking down Mandan. And unfortunately for the Century fans right now, it's Mandan trailing Bismarck High, or at least they were just a few moments ago. Do you have an update from that ball game by chance?
Mandan has added a score in that, making it a little closer, almost to the half. 26-14, Bismarck remains up top.
Yeah, we talked about this throughout the night, and we're going to bring it up again just because there's so much riding on tonight's ball game. How much? Well, here's your breakdown. Chuck Claremont, our colleague in Bismarck, put together the breakdown of how you get in, how you don't get in. There's a lot to be determined after tonight's ball game. There's no question about that. And I'm telling you, fans, this is going to be quite a wild ride all the way to the Dakota Bowl. Here's the playoff bracket. Cheyenne's in. West Fargo is in and placed. Minot's in and placed. However, when you look at the breakdown of the teams that are in on the east side, Shanley's already in, and so is Davies. They just have to figure out if they're going to be the number 2 or number 3 seeds, because West Fargo's number 4. Minot High will host them next week in the opening round of the playoffs. We'll have it for you right here on the PSP network. Looking forward to that showdown. Bryce and I will have the call next Friday night. It's our Magic Towing halftime report. Minot's up 27-7 at the break. More to come on the Magic Towing halftime report.
We've changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I picked Carson Wentz. I picked Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from? I was in football just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair.
Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Point. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Time for our second half of football tonight on the PSP Network. Lining up 27-7 over the Century Patriots. Nick Hulberg, Bryce Gutknecht on the call. Are you cold yet up here, partner?
I'm still hanging in. I'm good. You put on the North Face over here, so you must be a little chilly, my friend.
Well, the Nike zip up, the 3/4 zip Nike is a little bit lighter than whatever you've got on here. However, I was talking a big game earlier on tonight about how I'm a shorts guy for playoff football even. I realize that that's in the Bismarck Community Bowl press box where the heat control is just a little bit different. Not that Minot High is bad in Dwayne Carlson Stadium, the friendly confines. We can't thank everybody for their hospitality at Minot High School, the way that they continue to give it to us each and every time we're here. Thrilled to be here, home of the Giant Ebb. Minot South Hill, the iconic Ebb, home to the defending state champions. #1 team in the state. They've got the lead right now, 27-7 in this ball game. Far from over, and Century has their backs against the wall here tonight. The Pats need a win, Bryce, if they want a shot at the postseason. That is, of course, if Bismarck High hangs on to their lead over Mandan, and nothing against Hudson Sheldon and Mandan is guaranteed. There's study that's been proven there, and that's the last 2 years of watching that kid throw the football all over the gridiron. How about this play? Big run for the Patriots, and the football is going to go up over the 30-yard line. That offensive line was our key to the game tonight for the Century Patriots. They certainly did their job on that play, and on the run was Burkhardt. He's going to cross over the first down marker, and the ball's up to the 31-yard line here for Century.
Yeah, what looked like a 2-yard gain turned into a first down, keeping the legs moving there by Burkhardt. Great push by the offensive line and a great start to the second half.
Hers going to fumble the football off the snap. He's going to recover it, however. The Century quarterback falls on top of it. We do apologize. We were calling him hair in the first half. We did our homework and our research. However, we got the wrong information tonight, so we do apologize to Noah Herr. It's a name that you're going to want to remember, the junior quarterback for Century. 14 touchdowns on the year, and that young man's got a promising career at Century High School in front of him with another year. That's the thing about Century, too, by the way, is that This is a young football team. You get some of those weapons into motion. They've got an offensive and defensive line that have quite a bit of stature and size to them, and they also have some youth when you look at their defensive side of the football, that is. On the defensive side for Century, you've got Schweigert, 6'1", 265. He's a sophomore. Siles, 6'5", 280. He's a sophomore. Darian Bitts, 6', 230. He's a junior. I mean, they've got some guys on the front units defensively for the Patriots that will be back. Senior heavy on the offensive side of the football, however. Herder calls the shots, this time from the shotgun. Little screenplay. Tossed it forward. It's going to be incomplete. This will bring up a 4th down coming here for the Century Patriots.
Great job staying home. Jolliffe snipped that one out right from the get-go, causing a punt here on the opening possession of the second half.
Well, Century's forced to boot it away. Century team that had 16 straight years of the playoffs until 2023. 5 of 8 of those times they were in the state title game too, Bryce, by the way. Last year was the first year that they missed the postseason since 2006. This ball sent all the way back. On the retrieve for the Magi. Ball's going to come up to the 40-yard line on the run back. It was Pilata that had the return for the Magicians. Minot High comes back on the offense for the first time here in the second half of football.
They've done a really good job in the return game here, setting them up in some really good field position all night.
Well, Kellenberg will come back onto the offensive side of the ball. Century's 2 years removed from playing in the state title game. Didn't get a win, however, 2 years ago at the Dakota Bowl at the Fargo Dome. Hopes are still alive to get there. However, we talked about it throughout this show here tonight in this broadcast that they need some help from Bismarck High. They need a win here tonight as well. Oh, plenty of action on the front line, and there's laundry all over the field.
They're going to get a false start on Minot High, setting it up in a 1st and 15 here.
Minot High offensively and the discipline level of the Magi throughout the year seem to get better and better each and every week. Would you say that they're floating where they want to be as far as the penalties are concerned right now at this point of the year, right before the playoffs?
Yeah, they've had a lot of success doing that hard count snap and getting the defense to draw. Not on that particular play, they didn't. Setting them up in 1st and long, though.
Handoff. Anderson finds a seam over the original line of scrimmage, and then Blake Anderson's got more. And it's going to bring up a 2nd down and just about 5 coming here for Minot High School. Bryce, you look at Century on the year. They opened up with a loss at Davies. They got beat 35-14. Then they rattled off 3 in a row with wins over Fargo North, West Fargo, and then they beat Cheyenne 21-20. Then they lost to Legacy 42-13, and that one had a lot of people scratching their heads in the conference opener. Then they beat Bismarck 33-29. Then they beat Williston 49-13 before they lost to Mandan last week 41-21. Uh-oh, here's Anderson. Blake Anderson turns the Jets on. He's going to take it all the way down near the goal line before he is wrangled up on the play. What a run there for Blake Anderson. He's got the speed, and the Magi into the Serpro red zone.
That burst from Anderson, getting through the hole. Huge gain of 46 yards, setting them up in a 1st and goal for Minot High. Anderson's been terrific in this game tonight.
Well, we saw it last year with Ruziska and Broderick. It's basically been the Broderick show all year long for Minot High School in the backfield, and Anderson emerging at the tail end of this campaign as one of those guns for the Magi in the back position. That was Broderick on the carry. Ole Taylor had the stop.
Ole Taylor stuffed that right away in the hole, blowing that play up before it could get started. A lot of fun to watch Ole Taylor. Such a talent at the linebacker. We've said it.
Does he make your all-team name list?
He's on it. Yes, definitely.
State wrestling champion at 215 pounds. That's a tough kid right there. Looking for a stop here, and Kellen Burke just says, hey, we need a timeout to talk things over. That's exactly what Minot High will do. First International Bank and Trust brings you the timeout on the field. First International Bank and Trust can be found online, FIBT.com. Magi are knocking on the goal line. 27-7, they've got the lead.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Well, the Magi working here as Burke rolls it out over to the right side, tosses it into the end zone. Touchdown, Minot High School.
It's a great job. They go to that heavy look there, bringing in Eichhorn basically as an extra offensive lineman. We do have a penalty. I think it's after the play, though. I'm not sure here.
There's a flag on the play.
Flag on the play. We'll watch it back one more time on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Well, will this one be coming back? That's the question right now. Looks like the ball's going to be spotted here.
After the play is over, unfortunately time, but number 36, Milan. That'll be enforced on the kickoff. That's his first enforcement in regard to aggression.
Well, Landon Bedell charged with an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. That will put Minot High short on yardage on the kickoff, but the touchdown will count. 33-7. Minot High School's got the lead. Burke on the point after attempt coming here. Hit the upright on the left side, the last attempt. This one is right down Broadway, and the Magi extend the lead to 34-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess, and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
Tonight's game on the PSP Network proudly brought to you by Planet Pizza. Proudly serving the Magic City for over 25 years. It's Planet Pizza. They bring you a live look in right now. Bismarck leading Mandan 26-14 right at the end of halftime. Social media on the PSP Network will have that playoff bracket compiled and put together for you. If you haven't already done so, make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, our mission is to promote local athletes. It's that time of year, Bryce, where we burn the midnight oil just a little bit. 7 football games, 2 nights. Playoff action tomorrow on the PSP Network. Hope you join us for it. Ball's going to be hammered down into Century territory. It's going to be picked up at the 10, making something out of nothing down there for the Century Patriots. Was number 22 on the reception. That's Kirky. Kirky had the run back. First down and 10. Pats trailing 34-7.
The big leg there. Big kick by Burke. Getting him down inside the 20, even after that personal foul penalty that was assessed on that kickoff. Burke showing off the leg on that one.
He's going to play college baseball after his time Look at Fargo Davies over Shanley tonight, by the way, on the ND score feed ticker, 42-0. Handoff on the run, Burkhart dancing forward near the first down marker up to the 25-yard line. And Burkhart continuing to impress here for the Century Patriots.
That's great patience. Really good there by Burkhart on that run. Gaining about 8 on first down. Good drive starter for Century.
Brings up a second down and 3 here for the Patriots. Points on this drive are a must probably in Ron Wingenbach's mind.
Yeah, you're getting to that point. It's going to be points on every drive from here on out for Century.
Burkhart didn't get the ball that time of the carry. It was Wild that had the run from the fullback spot. Good enough for a first down for Century. The markers move, and Century has a fresh set here. Well, we've been impressed with her on the season. She's done a nice job from that quarterback spot. You can see that Noah Herr inside the top 3 QBs inside of the WDA coming into the showdown here tonight. Hudson Sheldon's the young man on the graphic on the screen. Hudson Sheldon, the best player in the state in your mind?
Just so electric in what he can do with the football on his in his hands. He can run. His ability to make throws on the move. Just a special talent. He is up there with some of the best here in 3A football in the state.
Some of the names all time that have played that quarterback spot, some of them at Bismarck High School, Bismarck Century, Minot High School. There's some big names that are in that conversation. Uh-oh, the football comes out after it was tossed out there to Harlstad. Got a first down and then some, however, here for Century.
Great ball there by her, getting it out to Harlstad and moving the change for Century there.
Who do you take, Phil Shirk, Carson Wentz, or Hudson Sheldon? If you had to pick one right now, one Magician, one Century Patriot, one Minot High Magician. Is there one that you'd pick out of that group?
I played a little bit with Phil. Phil was such a talent. He threw one of the if not the prettiest ball I've seen. I don't know. I don't know if I pick one.
Burkhart on the run, got a yard of the play. Went just about 10 yards to the left before the Minot High defense took him down.
Phil also threw a 97-mile-per-hour fastball as well that I would not want to catch one of those. I'll tell you that, Nick.
Yeah, no question. Injured player on the field for Minot High School. Hopefully everything's all right down there here for the Magi. First International Bank and Trust timeout on the field. 5:39 left here in the third quarter. Minot's up 34-7.
Facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Well, what a night of football it's been inside of the WDA and across the state. Nick Hulberg, Bryce Gutknecht on the call of this matchup with Century and Minot High. Bryce, do you have some updates from around the state of North Dakota? Century works on a second down and 9 coming here from the 42-yard line. Hers back to pass, rolling to the right side, downfield. Open man into the hands. It's complete. Big play there. Harlstad reels it in, and Century's on the move.
I'm going to give you some quick updates here. Up north, Minot North just scored again. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Minot North 28, Valley City 6. Mandan's got the football trailing. They just kicked off in the third quarter, so they just started the second half. Bismarck 26, Mandan 14. Mandan's got the football.
Thank you, partner. That look brought to you by North Dakota Score Feed. ND Score Feed. Download the app. Stay up to date with your favorite team across the state of North Dakota at all sports. Big thanks to ND Score Feed. Handoff, Burkhart. Hits the seam. Burkhart's running forward. He's got a first down and then some. Into the Serve Pro red zone goes Burkhart, and Century's on the move.
Offensive line, great push on that one. The patience, I said it a couple times earlier, the patience of Burkhart really developed that. He saw the cutback, was patient with it, getting the Patriots a much-needed first down.
Well, we talk about this being a much-needed scoring drive, and really no other option here for Century if they want their season to stay alive, because time's starting to become a factor. Burkhart dancing. He's going to be wrangled up after he gains just about 2 on the play. Ice Hornet on the stop for Minot High School and others. Down to 4:15 ticking away here for Century.
I like this decision by Coach Wingenbach. I said it in the first half. Do not abandon the run game. I know you're down big. We still got a quarter and about 4 minutes left in the third, but you just can't be one-dimensional versus this Minot High defense.
Well, they set it up again here. Working from under center is her this time. 2 in the backfield. They pitch it back. Oh, little trickery. Tossed near the end zone. Incomplete, flag on the play.
They're going to get a pass interference call on there. That was a really nice thrown ball there. It was to Harrelstead there in the end zone. I believe it was Rivers Martin in the backfield that delivered the ball. Little toss pass, a little trickery.
Officials come together. They're having the conversation here. Here's the call. Oh, the Minot High fans don't like it. Right call?
Yeah, I mean, pretty aggressive coverage. He was all over him there. It was good coverage, but they must have done a little too much in the referee's eyes.
Wild was the one that had the rush. Brings up a second down and goal here for Century. Ball's marked at the 5. They're well inside the Serve Pro red zone. Serve Pro with 24/7 emergency service with trained technicians and advanced technology. It's Serve Pro. Century knocking on the door here, trailing 34-7. Bismarck leading Mandan 26-14 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. False start coming here on Century, I do believe.
Big penalty. Can't have those when you're down in the red zone inside the 10. It's going to make it, yeah, you'll be outside the 10-yard line here now, about the 11.
Tonight's ball game on the PSP Network is brought to you by Shields of Minot and Bismarck. Shields proud to bring you North Dakota High School athletics. Every sporting good underneath the sun. Footwear, fashion, you name it, Shields has it. Big thanks to our friends as well at Northern Plains Heating and Air. No other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online, northern-plains.com. Her works from the gun here. And do we have a timeout coming? I believe that we do. Timeout Century. We'll take a break. Or how about a live look in first from down in the capital city. Live look in brought to you by Planet Pizza. 26-21. Uh-oh, we got a ball game. Mandan scores are within 5. Planet Pizza, they will deliver tonight. Still time to call 701-852-1700. Order that Blue Buffalo pizza tonight. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. You ever tried those stuffed breadsticks at Planet Pizza?
Oh, yeah, I've tried. Have you ever had the Alfredo ones? Get a little Alfredo sauce on the side, dip that in that. That is the way to go, Nick.
Yeah, that's the good stuff right there. If you had to go Alfredo or Blue Buffalo, what direction do you go?
Oh, boy. Pizza, I'm going to go Blue Buff. Breadsticks, I'm going Alfredo all day.
Like the call. They're open for lunch buffet Monday through Friday, 11 to 2, by the way. It's Planet Pizza. Well, Century's on the doorstep after their timeout. Second down and goal here for the Patriots. Back at the 10-yard line, Century working here from the gun, and Her rolling out right side. Tosses it over down near the 5, and it is complete into the hands of Harrelstead. Minot High's D-core was there to make the stop, but there is a gain on the play of just about 3. Brings up a 3rd down and goal.
We saw a lot of Coulter Simon in that first half at the receiver position. He had a really good connection with Her. Second half, been a lot of Harrelstead there. You see him in motion there. Didn't get a nice design play there. Didn't pick up a great amount of yards there, but I like that. Get him in motion, get him moving. Try and see some of the coverage that Minot High's doing defensively.
Patriots spread it out, 1 on the left side, 1 on the right. Make it 2 on the right with 1 in the backfield. Her's got Burkhart right next to him here. Her's going to see some pressure, tosses it down. Corner of the end zone, incomplete. Ball was caught, however, he was already out of bounds when the play was made.
Big 68, Dylan Huber providing the pressure on that one immediately in Her's face. Great job by the defensive line of Minot High.
Join us for the WDA Volleyball Tournament, by the way. PSP Network Plus bringing you WDA Volleyball coverage. PSP Network Plus, the subscription platform for PSP Network. November 14th through 16th. Hope you join us. Owen Patterson, Melissa Spelchin will have the call of the WDA Volleyball Tournament. Big play for Century here. Her pressured in the pocket, running. Has a lane. Can he get to the pylon? It's going to be close. Where do they mark Her on the play?
Just short, Nick. He reached for the pylon. Great job creating by Her. He's going to be short. That's going to be Minot High football.
First down, Minot. One more look at it. Her had quite an effort on this play. My goodness, how do you like to have to make that play call? As the official standpoint, that's about as close as it's going to get, Bryce.
You've seen this a lot where both teams do it a lot with their quarterbacks. So get them on the move, get them rolled out of the pocket. That time right into the blitz there off the edge. I believe it was Alexander forcing Her to the other side, to the near side here, as he almost stretched into the end zone. Ball's at the 1-yard line here as Minot High begins this drive.
Well, the Magi are going to have to work from inside their own end zone, working here with a first down and 10. Looking for some breathing room are the Magicians. As they hand it off here, diving forward on the play was Bledsoe, excuse me. And Bledsoe gives them a little bit of room. Brings up a 2nd down and 8 coming here from Minot High School.
Yeah, you either see maybe a lot of teams in these situations will go that simple dive. They do that with Bledsoe, or the quarterback will call his own number and try and do a sneak. Like I said, any kind of breathing room you can get when you're so far down in your part of the end zone there.
Minot High works from the gun this time with Burke with Broderick right next to him. Kraft goes into motion for the Magi. Ball spotted at the 3-yard line. They hand off Broderick. Stutter step move to the left, and then he's going to be held up on the forward progress. And this will bring up a 3rd down here as the Magi work with a 3rd down at 7. City got a 34-7 lead with 40 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Update from up north by chance?
Valley City added a touchdown in that ball game and a 2-point conversion. So Minot North 28, Valley City 14.
What a story that is. Minot North coming on board into AA football. Going to finish 1 or 2 inside of the WDA. They're on their way to winning a WDA crown tonight. Again, Owen Patterson, Corey McIver have the call on that one. Breaking free near sideline. Kella Burke on the keeper, carries it up for a first down for Minot High School.
I love that. You give him the option there. He decides to pull it and run. Great block on the edge by Kraft.
Three seconds is all that remains here in this 3rd quarter of play. Minot High's going to run one more play here. Play clock's down to 9. Burke rolling out right side, takes a deep shot. Way downfield. It's complete into the hands of Caden Kraft. Oh my goodness.
What a 50-50 ball there. Burke just chucking it up. It's the body control coming back to the ball by Kraft there. Huge gain for Minot High as we get to the fourth quarter.
While we talk about Caden Kraft and what he brings to the table, averaging just about 18 yards per catch on the season, that will help the cause. That was a deep bomb from Burke to Kraft, but across his midfield. We move to the fourth quarter. Magi up 34-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Mike slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny?
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Tonight's ball game on the PSP Network proudly brought to you by Minot State University. Minot State, be seen, be heard, be you. More than 96% of recent college grads are either employed or continuing their education at Minot State. Minot High with the ball at the 45 of the Century Patriots. They hand off Broderick, went to the left, then the right, left again. He's wrangled up on the play. It's a loss of 2 for Minot High School. And Minot High will have a second down and 12 coming here as the North Dakota commit Griffin Broderick makes his way back over to the Minot High sideline. What has Broderick been able to do on the year, Bryce? Well, he's been able to be real good. 177 touches for 1,066 yards and 11 TDs. That was coming into the ball game tonight. You see that he's off to play at the University of North Dakota for Bubba Schweigert and the Fighting Hawks. Second and 12, Magi. Burke calling the shots from the gun. They pitch it off here near side. Is it Bledsoe on the run?
I believe they put Backman into the game. We've seen he's starting some substitutes into the game and rotating them in. That was, I believe it was Backman that got the carry on that one.
Good eye. It was Backman. Back up near the line of scrimmage. Brings up a third down. And call it 10.5 here for Century. Or for Minot High, excuse me.
Got an update here, Nick, for you. Big turnaround there. Mandan has just taken the lead. They were down 19-0 in that ball game. They lead. 5 minutes left in the third. 29-26 Mandan in front.
Oh, boy. What a contest that is. We'll take another Planet Pizza Live look in. I bet they're going nuts in Bismarck tonight. That is probably a sold-out show, I would think, at the Community Bowl, the MDU Resources Community Bowl down in Bismarck. 34-7 here at this one at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Minot High's got the lead over Century. First International Bank and Trust timeout on the field.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Third down and 11 here for the Magi as Burke goes to work, takes a deep shot downfield, has Prestwich, threads the needle, Prestwich inside the 5-yard line. What a play that was. Minot's deep in the Serve Pro red zone.
Minot does that a lot. That motion set. Backman's coming in motion. How about the ball by Burke delivered on a dime to Prestwich there on that play. Huge play, setting them up first and goal from the 3.
Well, Kellen Burke has answered every question that there was about his ability from that quarterback spot for the Magi. Big play there from the Minot High quarterback. Big catch from Prestwich as well as Burke works from under center here. They hand off Broderick. Broderick's going to be wrangled up. And defensively for the Century Patriots, Ole Taylor and company come in and slam the door in a hurry, and Broderick goes backwards on the play.
Just great get off there by the defensive line, blowing that play up from the start. Immediately when Broderick touched the ball, there were a swarm of Patriots on him.
Brings up a 2nd down and goal. Serve Pro Red Zone visit for Minot High School. Serve Pro 24/7 emergency service with trained technicians and advanced technology. It's Serve Pro. Magi working here. Ball at the 6-yard line. Here's Burke over to the left. Trying to bounce free. Burke is then wrangled up at the ankles, and the stop is made. That was almost 6 more on the board. And the stop is made from the Century defense. Nice play coming there, making the stop.
I think it was Bryce Lasher. I thought it was number 6. We're kind of had a tough time seeing up here, Nick, but that was a really good play defensively, an ankle tackle on that one.
Good eye, Bryce. 8:47 left in the ballgame. Season potentially hanging in the balance here for the Century Patriots. Minot High hands off. Anderson cut left, then he went to the right. Forgive me again, it wasn't Anderson. It was Bledsoe that time, and Bledsoe brings it near the 5-yard line, brings up a 4th down and goal for Minot High School.
That's just good discipline. Assignment football. Tristan Pope at his linebacker position. A play they ran earlier that Bledsoe was allowed to walk into the end zone for 6. Way to stay home and force a field goal attempt for Minot High.
Well, Burke's going to try it. We know that he's got the distance. Does he have what is needed here? It is up. Plenty of length. Through the uprights. Field goal's good for Minot High School. 37-7 now on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Magi are on top. Well on their way to being unbeaten inside the conference. Trying to move to 5-0 with a win here tonight.
Great news. If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Big thanks again to our friends at BNC National Bank. They bring you the scoreboard tonight. And the scoring updates from around the WDA and elsewhere. BNC.bank locations in North Dakota and Arizona. BNC.bank. Find them online for your personal and business banking needs. It's BNC.bank. 30-point lead for the Magi and 7:54 to play here in the ballgame. Minot High on their way to going 5-0 inside of conference play, trying to move to 7-2 on the year. Century needing some help now from Mandan tonight as it looks here. That ball goes deep into the end zone. Will be a touchback. How much help do they need? Well, the scenarios are aplenty, Bryce. They're across the board. Century's not going to win this one tonight, so CHS wins. You can take the first 2 off the list, the first 3. If CHS loses and BHS wins, they're out. If CHS loses and BHS loses, Century gets in. So Century's season really right now is at the hands of Mandan. Handoff here for the Patriots. Burkhart near that first down marker. He's got it over the 30-yard line. That's the fair statement, correct?
Yeah, I think they're just getting started. That Mandan and Bismarck game's been a wild one. Like we said, 19-0. Bismarck just jumped out, was all over the Braves, and last check, it was 29-26. There's going to be more fireworks in that one, Nick. I'm sure of that.
Yeah, guaranteed, without question. First down and 10, Century. Ball at the 30-yard line. Right hash here for the Pats as they go to work. in their white uniforms here tonight. Her back to pass, has pressure, deep shot downfield, up after it. That ball's going to be into the hands and complete. Jordan Kellogg comes up big.
Yeah, a 50-50 ball there thrown by her. Prestwich was kind of camped underneath it. You were thinking maybe he had the interception there, but was it Kellogg on the reception there, Nick? Yeah, I believe. Coming back to the football, just throwing a jump ball, making a play.
Excellent play it was. Brings up a 1st and 10 from Minot High territory now here for her and company. Her's going to roll out right side this time. Fires forward. That pass out but incomplete. It was intended for the target. Kralik brings up a 2nd down and 10 here for Century.
We talk about Caden Kraft, and rightfully so at that wideout position, just such a weapon, but what he's done defensively tonight in coverage has been outstanding.
Ball at the 32-yard line of Minot High School. If you haven't already done so, make sure to like and follow, subscribe as well to the PSP Network on all of our social media platforms. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube as well. Notifies you when we are live. Little bubble screenplay complete. Stiff arm move on top of it. 1st down, Century on an excellent play on the give and go feed there as Braden Morris barrels his way forward for another Century 1st down.
It's a great play on the play action. Just a simple dump off there by her, resulting in a big play. 1st down.
Brings up a 1st down and 10 from the 21. Planning Team Financial, Schatz Crossroads bringing the postgame show tonight. Planning Team Financial Advisors. Schatz Crossroads, proud supporters of the PSP Network. Burkhardt running hard over to the far sideline, hit the edge. He got plenty on the play before he was wrangled out of bounds. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and a short 2 coming here for the Century Patriots.
I really like this Burkhardt kid. He's really showed us a lot tonight in this game. I know they're down big, and at times they haven't had a whole lot of success running the football, but he keeps his legs turning, keeps them moving. Not the biggest guy, 5'10", 195 pounds. He runs so hard. He's been very impressive to me tonight, Nick.
In the top 5 in the WDA for running backs. His numbers have gone along with what we've seen for him tonight. There's a 1st down for Century deep inside the ServPro red zone. ServPro 24/7 emergency service. Trained technicians and advanced technology. ServPro brings you the red zone visit here for the Century Patriots. Now we do apologize for the tech issue. That wireless camera tonight seemed to be working well in the 1st half, Bryce. Maybe Mother Nature playing a bit of a factor here. Burkhardt cutting right, left. Oh, he goes down towards the goal line. Boy, he runs with some momentum and force, doesn't he?
Yeah, just another good run. Him showing the burst there, the speed in the hole all the way down to about the 2, maybe call it the 1. I got to believe they're going to reward him here and give it to him again. See if he can get into the end zone and finish this drive off.
Burkhardt wanting the 6 points in a bad way here for the Century Patriots. He scored 8 times on the season. They go with the keeper, Her, into the end zone. Touchdown, Century.
Her calls his number here on that one. A simple sneak there. 2nd touchdown of the game for Century.
Another look at another Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Patriots are into the end zone. We've got ourselves a ball game that sits at 37-13. Well, this is where Minot High has the quota of the season as far as defensive points given up. Century averaging 28 points per game. However, on the offensive side, they're off that mark just a bit here tonight. The time is now wearing thin, under 3 to play here in regulation. 37-14, Minot High leads on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Schatz Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a Fuel Tracker card from any of our C-Store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the Fuel Tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
Sport Clips brings you the MVP of tonight's showdown. Tweet at us at Network PSP. Let us know who you think tonight's MVP is. Here's a live look in, by the way, of Bismarck High and Mandan. Mandan up by 3. Minute 22 left in that third quarter down in Bismarck. What a night of high school football on the PSP Network, boy, I'm telling you. Ball's booted off back to Minot High School, but it goes in and out of the end zone. Minot High will get the ball at their own 20-yard line with 2:49 left in regulation. If you're Minot High right now, you just take care of the football and let this clock wear down?
Yeah, you'll probably see some definite substitutions on that side. Maybe some, with senior night, some more seniors into the ball game as it's their last chance regular season-wise. But Minot High does have home field throughout the playoffs, but probably see some simple handoffs here trying to wind that clock and secure a victory here tonight.
Well, Chauncey Hendershot looking to improve to 32 wins, 19 losses all time. He's well on his way. Coach of the year last year inside of 3A football in our great state of North Dakota. Burke not taking the snaps here. In to take the snaps for Minot High now is Tegan Schindler. He handed it off. 2nd and 9 coming for Minot High School. Tonight's game, by the way, is brought to you by Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. They offer 0% financing and free consultations either online or in the office at Prestwich Orthodontics. You can find them online as well at minotbraces.com.
I'm going to give us an update up north. Minot North 35, Valley City 21.
Well, it's a ball game up there, too.
Got some points being scored a few miles north here in the Magic City, Nick.
A shootout of sorts across the board tonight in 2A and 3A football. Schindler hands it off into the hands. It goes of Fillion. Right back to the line of scrimmage, and it brings up a 3rd and long for Minot High School. Well, partner, I wasn't cold all night long. However, I think that the Steve Madden loafers up here tonight, or sneaker, I don't know what these are. You're the shoe expert. I think they might have been the wrong choice.
I think we're getting into that season, Nick, where we might need that space heater up here in the press box here at Dwayne Carlson.
Yeah, or shoes that just aren't supposed to go with shorts, I think is probably the real solution.
Some battery-operated socks.
I like where your head's at. Flag on the play. Might be encroachment coming here. We're going to see where this call lies on the field.
Yeah, I think they got Century into the neutral zone there.
It is an encroachment call. 1:18 left here in the ball game. Well, a first down here for Minot would allow them some victory formation time to come off the clock. A minute 17 ticks down now, and mathematically, Manchester are going to be close to that with some clock management here anyway, Bryce.
Yeah, what so impressive Minot High here tonight, putting up 37. Century gave them everything they could handle, but what an effort. That defense of Minot High, it's been there all year. Once again tonight.
Play clock down to 10. Well, they look to run one more play. They will. Schindler carried it forward. Game clock down to 35. Play clock at 40. That's going to be all she wrote. It's all academic from here. Planning Team Financial, Shots Crossroad postgame show comes up next. Bryce will be on the field with our MVP of tonight's game. He'll also have a conversation with Chauncey Hendershot coming up in our postgame show here tonight. Planning Team Financial and Shots Crossroads bring you tonight's Postgame show comes up right around the corner here on the PSP network. We'll go to that right now. We'll come back with Bryce Gutknecht on the field in just a moment. Minot wins 37-14 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Let's go to our postgame show.
This presentation on the PSP network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak, or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroad bring you the postgame tonight. Planning Team Financial. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team can help you every step of the way. Find them online, planningteam.com. And, of course, Shots Crossroads, home to the famous number 99, where team buses are always welcome. It's Shots Crossroads. Try that banana cream pie at Shots Crossroads. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. Bryce Gutknecht is on the field. He's going to have a conversation with our MVP of the game, and Chauncey Hendershot, coming up in just a moment. Again, we talked about it earlier on here tonight that the AAA bracket is not quite set yet. Plenty of work still to do here as we'll sort that out after tonight's ball games are complete. We know Minot High will play West Fargo. We'll have coverage of that matchup for you right here on the PSP Network next Friday night. Cheyenne waiting the winner, waiting the number 4 seed, whoever gets in from the WDA. That's all going to get sorted out here in the next hour, unless, of course, overtime is needed. Bryce Gutknecht is down on the field. He's going to have our MVP of the game in just a moment. Again, we'll keep an eye on that Bismarck High matchup here tonight. Bismarck High and Mandan going toe-to-toe in that ball game. Still 29-26. Mandan's got the lead as we take a look at the Planet Pizza Live look-in as we await Bryce Gutknecht on the field. Down on the field as the Magi have a team photo that is taking place after sweeping the conference. Minot High goes 5-0 on the year inside of the WDA. Quite a season for Minot High School, ranked number 1 in the state of North Dakota. heading into the postseason run. 7-2 for the Magi with the win here tonight. They moved to 5-0 overall inside of the conference. They end 3-2 in the regular season on their home field. For Century, with the loss here tonight, Century's going to drop to a record of 5-4, overall. 2-3 inside of the WDA. And when it's all said and done here tonight, we'll have the breakdown of who is going to get into the playoffs and who is not. We'll have that coming your way here in the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show right around the corner. Bryce Gutknecht again downfield level here, as Bryce will have a conversation with, again, our MVP of the game, Ed Chauncey Hendershot, coming up in just a moment. While we wait for those conversations to happen, we'll take one more break here on the Planning Team Financial Shots Crossroads postgame show. Minot wins 37-14 over Century tonight here in the Magic City.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair.
Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Point. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Final score once again on our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show, 37-14. Minot High gets the win tonight over Century. Bryce Gutknecht's on the field with tonight's MVP of the matchup, brought to you by Sport Clips.
You got to say her, Nick. A lot of celebration going on the field here. I'm with Caden Kraft. He's our Sports Clips MVP of the game tonight. I saw you guys. You had the senior pitcher. You had the WDA champs, undefeated in region play here. A lot to be excited about with Minot High football right now.
Yeah, we're all very excited. You know, we're back-to-back champs, and we're just going to carry it on to the playoffs.
Absolutely. Talk about offensively the game plan tonight, the ability balance in the passing game as well as the run. What was so successful for you guys tonight?
Our big men up front were very successful. With them opening the holes for Blake and Griffin, that just sets up play action for us, and that's just our bread and butter.
Absolutely. We call your name, rightfully so. We talk about you at the wide receiver position quite a bit. Let's talk about defensively tonight. You played incredibly well defensively in coverage. That Minot High defense, what makes you guys so special?
Coach Villian, our coach, he makes us special. He gets us right from Monday through Thursday, and I just think he makes us level up in a way throughout the practices through the week.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations. I'm going to let you go celebrate as we get prepared for season 2. Congratulations on a region title, and hey, senior night. What a way to go out.
Right. Thank you.
You bet. Yeah, you can take that.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations to...
Awesome moment there with Caden Kraft, our Sports Clips MVP. I'm going to bring in Coach Hendershot. Coach Hendershot, number 1 seed, undefeated WDA this season. How does that sound, my friend?
It sounds good. Next week we'll reset and try to go 1-0 next week. Tonight, take a moment to show some gratitude for our seniors and what they've accomplished. We did some quick math when a lot of the seniors that we had repped as sophomores, and a lot of great classes before them that paved the way. But this senior class has gone 24-7 as competitors in Minot High football. So just a credit to them. They're great football players. We have so much fun coaching them, and we feel like we're just getting going a little bit. But big week next week. Hey, we got to go 1-0, and playoffs are different. So everything gets set 0-0, and it's a football bounces a funny way. So we'll enjoy this one, and then we get back to work on Monday.
Yeah, I just realized, Nick, how cold I am down here. I'm trying to talk to Coach Hendershot, not shiver, but something that sticks out to me this season, you were sitting at 1-2. We had a conversation about quarterback Burke and his development, and you had all the confidence in the world. You didn't bat an eye. You were super confident in his ability. Talk about the development of him throughout the season at the quarterback position.
Well, I think it's been tremendous, and give credit to our quarterback coach, Coach Escobar, who does a great job in that room with all our quarterbacks. We knew that Kellen One is just a leader. He walks into the huddle. He's alpha, right? So we knew that he's going to continue to get better and to fight every day, and that he's just a grinder, and you love to play and have that guy on your team. So we knew it'd get better, and same for the senior class guys from last year who are stepping into slightly new roles. I mean, you look at Kellen Burke, but we can go across our line: Adam Morozic, Mason Eishorn, Aaron Presswich. We knew the Crafts, the Brodericks coming into this year. We have a number of guys who've just elevated their game, and we're playing at a high level right now.
I love that. Coach Hendershot giving the big boys some love on the offensive and defensive line there. That been terrific all season. Last question for you. Another thing that stands out to us, the preparation, the game plan, the scheme, the ability to make adjustments, especially defensively. The Minot High defense has been a standout all season. What goes into that? What the preparation and the willing to make adjustments? Can you speak on that a little bit?
Yeah, and I'll talk specifically defense, and a shout out to our assistant coaches across the board. We have a phenomenal coaching staff. Defensive coach, Coach Fillion, starts with him. Coach Aldrich, Coach Jensen, Coach Rulin. It's the film work that they're putting in on Friday night and then Saturday, and then their ability to communicate that to our players in a simple manner and get guys playing fast and free. It's awesome. We have to go against our defense every single day. It makes us better as well.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to let you go celebrate. Go spend some time with your family. WDA champs, season 2 begins. You sound like you're ready, Coach Henderson.
Yeah, we're ready. Just trying to go 1-0 next week. Let's go.
Absolutely. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah,
Well, we appreciate Chauncey Hendershot's time down on the field down there. And obviously Chauncey has a lot to be happy about after going back to back as WDA champions inside of North Dakota 3A high school football on the west side of the state. More on the Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads postgame show to come. Bryce and I will look at the highlights. We'll have the scoring recap. We'll also see if we can figure out who is in and who is out as far as the teams in the WDA for the postseason. It all comes up next on the Planning Team Financial Shots Crossroads postgame show.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak, or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Well, our eyes are peeled here. Well, not anymore. Bismarck High, Mandad. Planet Pizza Live looking inside of our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. Bismarck has taken the lead back down to the capital city. Scott Woodmansey, Chuck Claremont have the call of that one tonight. In this one, 37-14, Minot gets the win over Century. Nick Hulberg, Bryce Gutknecht on the call here tonight. Bryce, 1 to 10, how cold are you right now? Are you freezing, my friend?
Yeah, it hits you when you're down here. Obviously, we're up here in the booth for doing the broadcast. I got down there, I was like, kind of looked at Chauncey. I'm like, are you cold or is it just me? But Coach was so fired up and excited for his guys. He was, it's such a treat to talk to him. It's so impressive. He just loves his team.
How do you like the word alpha to describe Kellen Burke? It really is a competitor, and you could see that with just his demeanor on the field. I just have to touch on how impressive that is. It gives you goosebumps when you hear him talk about his players and how much faith he has in them. You can see the sheer love that Hendershot, that whole coaching staff have for this football team, and it's really led to some greatness. Again, 3 times in a row, Minot High is the WDA champion.
Yeah, we were involved in that conversation we had with Coach earlier in that season, and like we said, there was no doubt in his mind that Kellen Burke was his guy, and he's going to get the job done. They're going to figure it out. Talk about a guy, he's just never in panic mode. It's just like the state title game last year, his confidence and his team's ability to get the job done, it's special.
It certainly is. Job well done down there, by the way. Congratulations, too, to Caden Kraft. What was it about him tonight that you like so much? Choosing him as the MVP of tonight's ballgame. Offensively is good, maybe more so on the defensive side tonight for Caden Kraft.
Yeah, we talked about that. When we talk Caden Kraft, it's mostly, and rightfully so, I told him, at the wideout position and his ability to make big plays at that wide receiver position. But tonight, he really stood out defensively in the coverage in the back end. He was terrific, just with some blanket coverage. It was tough to throw on Mr. Caden Kraft tonight.
Congratulations, Caden Kraft. He is tonight's MVP, brought to you by Sport Clips. Sport Clips, where you can get the MVP haircut experience. Stop in to Sport Clips today. It's quick, it's convenient. I'm telling you, they do a fantastic job at Sport Clips. They bring you the MVP of tonight's ball game, and tonight's MVP is Mr. Caden Kraft. Job well done. Well, let's take a look right now, Bryce, at the scoring recap of this ball game. Plenty to talk about here in this ball game. There was plenty of action in this showdown here tonight. Do you have the scoring recap for us from start to finish, my friend?
I do. We got started tonight. 11 yards out at the 5:07 mark. Burke with a rushing touchdown. Extra point was added. 7-0 at that point, Minot High. Blake Anderson got in on the fun from 44 yards out at the 3:57 mark. Minot added the extra point. They jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Her from 2 yards out with 39 seconds remaining for Century, getting them on the board. Extra point was good, making it 14-7. At the 5:23 mark of the second, Broderick added a rushing touchdown from 1 yard out. Extra point was good, making it 21-7 at that point. Bledsoe on a nice counter run. The fullback getting some love. I love that. 6 yards out at the 2:19 mark of the second quarter. Extra point was no good. That made it 27-7. And then In the third, Bedell from Burke, 5 yards out, 7:54 mark. Extra point was good, 34-7 at that point. And then Burke added a field goal from 21 yards out in the fourth quarter at the 7:54 mark. And then her with a sneak towards the end of that ball game for a rushing touchdown at the 3:04 mark for Century.
Thank you, partner. Job well done. Recap brought to you by our friends at Ryan Family Dealerships. DriveRyan.com. Browse their massive inventory. Drive Ryan. Locations across western North Dakota, Minot and Williston, 5 of them to be exact. Got the move of the game coming up in just a moment. First, let's see if we can get you an update on who's in and who's out in the postseason, Bryce. Bismarck High leading 33-29 with 12 seconds left. Again, we go back to the graphic that we've looked at all night long here tonight. And again, I know you're ready to warm up. I am too, my friend, and for good reason. However, when we look at where things fall into line, Century lost tonight. So Century loses and BHS loses. Century's the 4th seed. If Century loses and BHS wins, Century is out. That would have BHS, Mandan, Minot High, Legacy into the postseason. And where we stand right now, it looks pretty unfavorable right here for Century that they're going to get into the postseason. Let's take a look at this live replay. BHS making a stop at the goal line. Time is wearing thin in the capital city. That game is almost complete, folks.
I think Bismarck might have got the football on it. No. It was incomplete, Nick. Yeah, so this could be the last play of the game here, barring a penalty. And Mandan with 6 seconds left here.
Oh, what a contest that is. Well, Minot High gets a win here tonight. We're freezing. Flip on over on the PSP Network. Chuck Claremont, Scott Woodmansey have the call of that showdown on the PSP Network here tonight. Playoffs coming your way next week. We will have coverage for you right here on the PSP Network. AAA playoffs. Minot plays West Fargo. We're going to have Minot North on next week as well because Minot North takes down Valley City. Congratulations, Sentinels. WDA champions, first time inside of AA football. What a year for Minot. What a year for West Hope Newburgh. Velva's in action tomorrow. Bishop Ryan's in action tomorrow. I'm telling you, the hotbed right now is right here in north central North Dakota. Here's our schedule tomorrow. MLS at South Prairie. Central McLean at Grant County Flasher. Southern McLean at Velva. Drake Animus Garrison tomorrow on the PSP Network. Partner, your closing thoughts here tonight from the Magic City.
Just another complete football game for Minot High. Region champs, and gosh, it seems like a long time ago we were talking 1 and 2 and some question marks with this football team, but the defense has carried them all season, and they're really coming with that balanced attack offensively. Burke's really finding his own at the quarterback position, and they're going to be a tough out here in the 3A playoffs, Nick.
Yeah, no question about it. Number 1 ranking for a good reason. Big thank you tonight to Brock and Kidd on the cameras here this evening at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Big thank you to all those sponsors, including Planning Team and Shots. Without those sponsors, we just wouldn't be here, frankly. Big thank you and a giant thank you to each and every one of those fine folks. Big thank you to you fans for joining us here tonight. And as always, the biggest thank you to all the military men and women, active and veteran status that join us each and every night on the PSP Network. God bless you all. God bless America. Minot's out of the postseason. Century still hanging in the balance. That game not done in Bismarck yet. You can flip over and watch it on the PSP Network. We'll have coverage of Minot High all the way through the postseason. For my broadcast partner, Mr. Bryce Gutknecht, I'm Nick Hulberg, signing off here tonight in the Magic City. Final score. Yeah, look at these guys right here.
Yeah, they're tuned into the game, seeing if what their fate's going to be here at these final 6 seconds.
Watching on the PSP Network from the Magic City. You got to love that, don't you? Yep. For my broadcast partner, Mr. Bryce Gutknecht, I'm Nick Hulberg, signing off from here in the Magic City. Final score, Minot High 37, Century 14. Till next Friday night, please have a good night and God bless.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak, or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.